Hey guys, my name is Christian Batuli. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope each one of you guys is doing great. I'm excited to be here and I hope you are too. I hope everything is working on your favor. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also hit that notification button to stay alert on the next time we drop new content. And if you're a return subscriber, I thank you and I appreciate your support very much. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into today's video. All right, guys, in today's video, I wanted to talk about why you should consider adding running into your workout plans. Unlike a lot of people, I actually love going to the gym. I work out every single day, about 4 times a week. My lady would testify for that. I like to go to the gym. I like pushing those big weights. And I also like, for some weird reasons, I'm like obsessed with keeping track of my progress. I'm obsessed with documenting every workout that I do so I can compare it to next week or next month to just see how much better I'm getting, how much stronger I'm getting, how much fitter that I'm getting. And although all those things are fun, the one thing I've also noticed is that I've become stagnant, meaning every time I go to the gym, I tend to do pretty much the similar workout. I tend to work on the same muscle groups and I just feel stagnant. I feel stuck. I feel like complacency starting to set in within my workout. And I'm sure I'm not the only one because I see a lot of dudes as well, especially if you're a regular gym goer like I am. I notice other guys that go to the gym literally every day, like I do. They do the same thing as well. And for me, it's kind of been defeating because sometimes I don't want to go to the gym because I'm just tired of doing the same thing. And I'm not saying like I'm doing bench press every single day or deadlift every single day, but for the majority of my workouts, if I were to maybe take into account like my workout for the week, I tend to alternate, but for the most part, what I'm doing this week is pretty much the same as next week. And sometimes it gets boring. There is a particular guy in the gym, I see him all the time, and this guy, for some reason, he tends to do something totally different. He has a very specific workout. He tends to target specific muscles. And I usually don't talk to a lot of people at the gym because I have my headphones on. But on this day, I decided to approach him and just ask him, like, hey, I've noticed that you tend to do a lot of different things than a lot of guys here. Like, are you training for something? Are you training a specific way for a reason? And he straight up just told me that he likes to diversify his workouts and that he tends to get bored easily by doing the same workout every other day, by keep doing pretty much the same thing every week, every month. And as a result, if you don't switch it up, he's going to get bored. And once he gets bored, he doesn't really show up at the gym anymore. And when he stops doing that, then he gets out of shape and everything goes all downhill. And by him saying that, that got me thinking that perhaps I need to switch it up a little bit. Perhaps I need to do something different than I usually do in order for me to kind of spice things up, in order for me to stay motivated going to the gym, in order for me to continue to pursue my fitness goals. Hence the reason why I decided to start running every 3 days. Now, just to be clear, I'm not a hardcore runner. I like to run, but I'm also not obsessed with it. So I've decided to start adding running to my workout plans. I run every 3 days now, only because I don't want to lose my strength. I see a lot of marathon runners, I see a lot of long distance runners, and they tend to be skinny. And for me, I really don't want to lose my mass. I don't really want to lose my size. I don't want to lose my strength. So that's the reason why I think running every 3 days will help me maintain my size and my strength, but will also help me improve my cardiovascular fitness. And I'm sure you probably know by now there are a lot of reasons why running is very beneficial to your health. And today I'm just going to talk about some of the benefits that I've experienced personally. I'm not talking about the research, I'm not talking about what other people have said online. I'm talking about things that I've noticed personally since I started running again. Benefit number one is that running really does expose the deficiencies that you have within your body. And by that I mean If you have a weak core, a tight spot, you lack mobility, you lack flexibility, you won't really notice those things until you start to run. And for a lot of guys like me, we like to go to the gym and bench press and shoulder press, squat, deadlift, all those stuff. But all this stuff also kind of hides the things that we really need to work on. And I think by me talking to that guy, it kind of made me see things in a different light. And the first day when I went running, I noticed it myself. I felt it myself as well because when I was running, my stride length wasn't as efficient. My hips were so tight, I felt like I was not getting full range of motion. And I knew damn well if I kept running, I was going to get injured. So the first day of me getting back to running, I ran just a mile. So after that run, I was like, I need to start working on certain things that I'm weak at or certain things that I need to strengthen in order for me to continue to run. Because if I don't, then I'm just going to get hurt. And it works out perfectly because since I run every 3 days, I can work on certain things. So I started to stretch a lot more. I started to watch videos on YouTube, professional videos that can help you perhaps stretch better or loosen up your hips, your hamstrings. I started to do a lot more planks, a lot more sit ups, a lot more core work just to make sure that I strengthen my midsection. And I started to do a lot more exercise that I wouldn't usually do because I'm so focused on lifting and going heavy to the point where I neglected those exercise. I neglected those muscle groups. And it's funny because like I'm now become that one guy when you see me at the gym is doing specific workouts. I'm not just going to the gym just to lift heavy, you know, those ego lift to show the guys that I'm strong, that I'm big. I'm actually doing things even with lesser weight, but I'm doing things that I know will help me in a particular way. Will help me run a little bit better. Will help me stay injury free. Will because I know running had exposed all those deficiencies that I needed to work on. Expose that. So that's the one thing that I really like about running because it's allowed me to work on things that I never really thought of. And as a result, when I go lit, my workout is a lot more fun. It's a lot more beneficial, and I feel like I'm getting strong in so many different ways. My bench press has improved. My deadlift has improved just due to the fact that I started to work on my weak spot. I started to increase my flexibility. I started to loosen up those tight spot that I have in my body. And as a result, I'm really happy. One. Benefit number two is that the one thing that I've noticed since I picked up running again is that I have a lot more energy than I used to. Now, I work an office job, a desk job. I sit down for work all day long. Plus, I have a second job that I do on the weekend. I'm also a dad. Obviously, you should know that by now. I have a lot of responsibilities. So I have a lot of things going for me just to keep me busy, just to keep me stay focused on what I need to do. And I've always wanted to have um, a sustainable source of energy, getting energy from something that will not affect me in the long run. I see other people drink coffee. I've never been that type of guy who drink coffee. It's just not my thing. I'm not judging those who do. I get it. I totally understand that. I've also never been that guy who will be drinking a lot of energy drinks because I know it has a lot of sugar in them. So I had to find out some way. I started drinking tea. Tea helped a little bit, but not to the level that I wanted to. But running for some reason just does the trick for me. I'm able to have a lot more energy throughout the day. My productivity level goes up. When I wake up in the morning, I just feel rejuvenated and everything is going really, really well. So that's the one thing you notice. You have a lot more energy. And I think another reason why is because even when you're done running, you still continue to burn calories. And that's a good feeling knowing that, hey, I got done running 3 days ago, even yesterday, but I'm still currently burning calories. So that's one of the benefits you would definitely notice. You have a lot more energy. And in this world, you need to be productive. If you want to accomplish anything in life, if you want to accomplish your goals, if you want to just get the day done right, you have to have source of energy and it has to be sustainable. The energy drinks, all that kind of stuff is good and all, but it's just not sustainable in the long run, and it's not good for your health. Reason number three that I've noticed about running is that it improves your mindset and your ability to be resilient. Because the first day when I ran, it was hard. It was really hard, and I wanted to quit. I wanted to walk, but then again, I was running at such a slow pace, like I couldn't run any slower because my body wasn't used to it. So instead of quitting and giving up and going home, I decided to plan my next run, which was 3 days after. I went back, it slowly got better. And in between days, I kept working on my weak spot, I kept working on my flexibilities. I kept going back and back and back and back. This is now my fourth run already, and I'm feeling good. I'm getting in much better shape. I'm losing fat, but I'm also gaining muscles. So I really enjoy that aspect of my workout. And the reason why I say running sometimes improves your ability to be resilient is because on my fourth run, which was like a week ago, I obviously I know that I'm starting to get in shape. But throughout my run, halfway through my run, I started to doubt myself. I started to question myself. I'm like, I'm tired. My legs are heavy. Maybe today I can take a little bit easy. Even though I was tired, I told myself to slow down. I told myself to just keep going little by little, but do not walk. That was one of my target for that day, not to walk. And I kept going, and before you know it, I was able to reach my destination. So just having that mindset of not only showing up again and again, because I started on day one, now I'm on day four of my running, right? Every 3 days, and also not giving up throughout my running. And I think Terence Crawford, a superstar boxer, said it best. He loves running because sometimes when he gets into running, when he starts to breathe heavy, he knows that's when the real fights begin. And I think having that mindset will only benefit you in life in whatever you decide to do, because you have to be resilient. You have to be strong. You have to be able to not give up. You have to be able to show up again and again, because life is tough. Life is going to knock you down. It's going to punch you in the face. And it doesn't care whether you stay down, whether you make excuses, whether you decide to fight back. It's up to you to change your outcome. It's up to you to better your situation. And I think running is kind of like a way of me exercising that part of me. Benefit number four that I've noticed is that running really does improve your mood. I can't really tell you how many times when I was depressed, I was stressed out, I had anxiety, and I just didn't feel like going running. I'm like, man, I'm dealing with a lot right now. My job is pissing me off. At home, things are not going as I would like it to go. My son is not listening at school. But those were the days where I made a conscious decision to go out there and run, and it wasn't easy. And for me, it's always been easy, to show up, because I know once I show up, it's a lot more easier for me to get the things that I need to get done. It's like if I don't want to go to the gym, I know I just have to get into the car and get to the gym. Once I pull up in front of the gym, I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna work out anyway, because I'm like, I'm already here. I may as well just get it done. But getting back to my point, the days where I made the decision to go run, regardless of what I was dealing with, after those runs, I just felt amazing. I felt like, what was I tripping about? I started to have different perspective. I went from a place of lacking, from a place of being thankful. Be- because running, not only does it put you in a good mood, it also sends blood to your brain, so you're able to think more clearly. So I know sometimes when I'm dealing with a hard decision where I don't know what to do, I've always used two options: either sleep on it or trying to think it over right after my runs, few hours after my runs, because that's when you tend to make the best decisions. And the people that I know that are the happiest, that are very friendly, that are very kind, that have a positive outlook in life are people that run. I'm not saying they run every single day. I'm not saying they run competitively, but they run at least twice a week, and they are just happy. Now, again, I'm not saying they're happy all the time, but for the most part, the majority of the time, they are happy people. So, in a way, running is very therapeutic. It puts you in a good mood and it makes you see the other side of life, which is the bright side. Benefit number five is that running helps you lose weight and also trims your waistline. Now, When my lady was pregnant with our son, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like I gained weight. I put on way more weights. Like she did a great job maintaining her weight. I don't know how she did it. I mean, she was pregnant, but she did a very good job. She eats healthy. She takes good care of herself. She barely gained any weight. But for me, on the other side, I was even pregnant and I gained a lot of weight. I was eating Cheetos. I was eating ice cream, a bunch of stuff. Like I was pregnant. It made no sense. Like I get more weight than my lady. She maintained her weight. Till this day, I'm impressed by that. But once I started running, I started to see myself losing a little bit of weight, and that's a great feeling because it shows that I'm working hard. I'm putting that work, and also my waistline is getting smaller. There's some jeans that I used to wear a few months. Now, when I put it on, like I actually have space, a lot more space where I need a belt. So it's a good feeling knowing that like you see the progression that you made, you see the hard work that you've been putting in, paying off. It's That's what keeps me going, to be honest with you. And obviously, you still have to eat right. You still have to take care of the other stuffs, especially when you're not running, especially when you're not working out. Pay attention to your diet, eat healthy, sleep well. All those stuff plays a big part. But for me, just seeing the possibility of what running can do for me, combining with weightlifting, like I'm gonna keep doing it, and it works out to it's every 3 days. So it's not like every day; it's every 3 days, and that's keeping me on my toes. I feel like it's gonna keep me be a lot more consistent. It's gonna help me work on things that I need to work on, and it's just amazing. So if you're one of those people who's thinking about dropping a few pounds, you may want to consider running because it does help a little bit. Just start small. As your body get used to it, you can increase the mileage and you can increase the time. And benefit number six, running just improves your overall health. Like I don't need to tell you the benefits that comes with running because not only does it reduces high blood pressure, it reduces high cholesterol levels, it decreases the risk of you getting a heart attack, it reduces risk of certain cancers. Like there's so many benefits that comes with running because it's working your whole entire body, it's targeting your heart. So your overall health will improve. Plus in addition to that, research have shown that people that run tends to live a little bit longer than people that don't run. So that's also one of the benefits that comes with running. It's also going to help you live a little bit longer. Maybe you get to see your grandkids. If you're really lucky, maybe you get to see your great grandkids. You know what I mean? So there's just so many benefits that comes with running.
Well,
For me,
so
those were my reasons. Those were the benefits that I personally noticed with running. If you started running again, just let me know how things are going for you. Tell me some of the benefits that you personally experienced when running. And so, for the people that are perhaps thinking about starting running and you're a beginner, you don't know where to start, what I would tell you is go at your own pace. Even if the first day you run, you walk a little bit, you run, you walk a little bit, it's better than nothing. Go at your own pace. Don't worry about other people. Don't try to run too fast, too far right away because that's why people get injured. And also give your body time to rest. Give your body time to rest. Don't go out there trying to run every day because your body's not used to it yet. Maybe start twice a week. If you start feeling good, you can up it to 3 times a week. And most important thing is work on the things that running is telling you need to work on, like your body, like your flexibility, all those things, because that's what will keep you running. And if you don't do those things, then you're not going to be able to run. It's no different than taking care of a car. You still have to take it for oil change. You still have to change your filters. You still have to do a bunch of stuff to make sure that it stays in good shape for it to run as long as possible. And most importantly, like just have fun. Don't overthink it. Go little by little. Create an amazing playlist, something that you can jam onto, something that can keep you going even when you're getting tired, something that you look forward to hearing. I love house music. When I'm starting my run, I usually start with low BPM. But when I feel good, when I get into my mid run, that's when I really up the BPM. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Let me know what you think. Thank you. And I really hope you consider adding running to your workout plans. See you next time. Ciao.